Ohio State Buckeye Ezekiel Elliott continues his holdout. Jerry Jones squashed any rumors that Zeke was recently offered any new deals yesterday during an interview with a local Dallas radio station. Jerry said there is nothing new to report with the negotiations. Jones also said that the team was prepared to play without certain players due to injury, suspension, or even a holdout. When asked if the Cowboys would need to lighten Zeke's load for Week 1, Jerry had this to say.
Listen, we've got a marathon here, and we want Zeke when we get to the playoffs. We want Zeke when we're in the dog days of this season. And as you well know, you have to plan your personnel and you have to manage a player the caliber of Zeke. You have to, as to what parts of the game you use him, how much rest you use him. And so fresh Zeke, as we got on into the end of the season, would be great.
We're now joined by FS1 NFL analyst Eric Dickerson. Eric, if I have this right, you held out twice during your playing days.
I held out once, and the other was a disagreement. Disagreement. And it wasn't over money. This wasn't over money. There wasn't over money, but disagreement.
Okay.
But it was effectively, you didn't play.
I didn't play. I didn't play. Yeah.
1 + 1 kind. Okay, so in your opinion, who has the advantage here? Is it Jerry or is it Zeke at this point?
Well, I think it's Zeke. You know, Zeke is a young player still. They need Zeke to win. Look, the Cowboys open up with the Giants. Now, you might say the Giants are not a good football team, but that's a division game. That's going to be a tough game. And they don't like each other. Then they got the Redskins, another division game. So
they really don't like it.
I said they really don't. You're right. They really don't like it. So now you're talking about the Cowboys. Could they be 1-1? Could they be 2-0 or 0-2? You just never know. They have a tough schedule. They have to play the Patriots. They have to play the Rams. I think in Week 4 they play the New Orleans Saints. So this is not an easy schedule. I think that Jerry looks at this like this. He has 3 guys he has to pay. He has to pay Dak, he has to pay Amari, and he has to pay Zeke. He doesn't have to pay Zeke, but I think he will pay Zeke. He has to pay Zeke. So if he didn't have that set, if he had just 2 guys or 1 guy to pay, I think it'd be an easy deal. But I do believe that Zeke has the upper hand in this because Jerry wants to win a Super Bowl. I mean, Jerry's 76 years old. I mean, if the Cowboys win a Super Bowl, their brand is already here. They haven't won a Super Bowl in 23 years. Now, if they win a Super Bowl, it's going to go in the 2019. They're going to be like, oh, the Cowboys, we're back. So,
yeah, you're right.
You know, they
say that every year. You know they
haven't won, but still.
Wait, they've been back for 3 years.
Yeah, but they've been in the playoffs. But they really, I think Zeke has the upper hand, in my opinion.
Shannon thinks he has such an upper hand that he's going to hold out like half a year.
No.
Hasn't it gone up to 8 games? It was 4 when we started the show.
I said the first month of the season.
Okay.
The thing is that when you look at it, Jerry, at first he said he just didn't report. He refused to use the word like ED was skirting around like it was a disagreement. It really wasn't a holdout. Jerry was like, this is not a holdout. He just hadn't reported yet. And then he's like, this is too good for the player and it's too good for the Cowboys. Let me repeat that. Jerry said that, didn't you remember? He said, you had him copy that, had him play that again. Jerry said it's too good for the player and it's too good for the Cowboys.
Yep, he said that on August the 4th.
Yeah,
yep.
So right now, Zeke is saying, right now, Jerry, it's good for you. It ain't good for me. Now, Giants at Washington, Miami. Where it gets real tricky, Skip, is starting September 29th at New Orleans, then Green Bay, at the Jets, home to the Eagles.
Well, I mean, there's one breather in there.
No. The breather, okay. So, look, this is how this thing gonna work. Tell me if you agree with this. The schedule is gonna dictate whether or not Zeke gets his money or Zeke come back in there. Because they're 1-3, Zeke can get his money. If they 3-1, they 4-0, Zeke ain't getting no money. It's as simple as that, Skip. It's as simple as that.
He's willing to gamble on that?
I'm a gambler. I'm a gambling man, Skip. I'm already at the crap table.
You are, but is he?
Yeah.
No.
When you sit down at the crap table, hey, I've already lost everything. I might as well get this last.
Might go to the last thing.
Hey, let it ride. Sell it out. Oh, my goodness.
It's your only hope to derail my team is that he holds it.
I missed the game.
I think you missed 2.
2 games. Yeah, I missed 2 games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what starts happening in the back of your head? It's hard, man, because you're away from your guys and you're by yourself and your agent's saying, you're okay, and you keep thinking, yeah, but I want to be there.
You know what's hard to Skip Bayless? I see guys that I'm better than and they making double my money. Okay. And that's what happened with ED. ED was looking like,
triple my money.
I went 1,800, 2,100. And that dude making 10 times what, oh no, I wish I might come to camp. Pay me.
So why didn't you miss 3 games or 4?
Because they gave me some, they gave him a little money.
They gave him a little bit of money. They gave him a little bit of money. They did a little bit of money.
Okay.
Look.
Jerry's about to give Zeke a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
It's not going to be wildly more than Todd Gurley got, but it'll be a little bit more in some category where it will make Zeke feel proud enough that he can strut his stuff back into the locker room with his chest out and his head held high. I got my money.
Yep.
He'll give him a little more average annual, he'll give him a little more guaranteed, or he'll give him a little more upfront bonus. One of those where he can say, I reset the market in that category. I do not think the total package will be wildly more than Todd Gurley got.
I agree with that. Let me ask both of you a question. If Zeke had never gotten any kind of trouble, if he would just been squeaky clean, do you think he would have paid him already?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he'd have been more apt to do absolutely.
I mean, Jerry continues to say that that has absolutely nothing to do, but it has something to do.
History.
Yeah.
History. Yeah,
No, it does.
I think that this would have been done by now.
Yeah.
If he had no nothing happened, you know.
Okay. I keep trying to tell him because I know Jerry so well. This would have gotten done 3 weeks ago if Zeke had reported to camp on time. Jerry is at heart a player's owner. I don't care what you say. He loves his players to a fault, especially his star players. Because Jerry played a little football. He was a starter on a national championship team at Arkansas.
1960 Arkansas.
You know? And again, was he great? No, but he was good enough to be a guard. He was a starting offensive
But you
guard.
said something very interesting, Skip. You say Jerry is a players, but you said something at the end. At the end of the day, Jerry is a what? An owner. At the end of the day, money.
It's about dollars.
Money is the motivating factor for
At
Jerry.
the end of the day, his sport has a cap. That's all. If you were
I ain't got no cap.
Okay.
My bank account ain't got no cap.
Okay. Well,
I give you that information. You put as much money in there as you want to.
maybe you should have played baseball.
No, did I play football? I was a better running back than I was.
But it goes back to what I said earlier. You know, Jerry wants to win a Super Bowl. I mean, he does. That's the most important thing to him, is win a Super Bowl. And without
You know what?
Zeke,
21 wants to win one too. I believe he is made of the right stuff.
Every
Sometimes
player
off the field,
does.
Yeah,
Okay, but
every
some
player
want
does.
it a lot more than others want
Yeah.
it. And I keep telling him, your game is about this battle between your inner self of, do you want to earn or win? Because they're kind of mutually exclusive
Oh, no, they're
sometimes,
not.
right?
No, they're not.
Yeah, they
Jerry
are.
Jeter won and still was making buku money.
Boy, that's
So
baseball.
you can make
Here
it.
we
Skip,
go
baby.
again, no salary cap.
That's baseball. That's baseball.
George
I don't
Steinbrenner.
care. But I'm trying. Edie, help me understand this. Now, Zeke wants this money, and Jerry's gonna probably have to give him his money. But then he says we want to manage him. When you manage bell cow backs, did you get managed?
No, I
Did they
didn't.
worry about your carries?
No,
Adrian Peterson, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, they never worry about no carries.
Look.
Now you got a bell cow, you about to pay the man $15 million a year and talk about, oh, I can only let you get 20 carries a game, 22 carries a game.
no, they're gonna run him.
Run him in the ground.
Well, first of all,
Whoa. Wait a second. You're missing the new development. There's number 36
oh,
on the
come on.
roster.
Come on now. Come on now.
I want to know what he
Come
says
on.
about
He's
the guy.
the new
Come on.
bus. He's the new Jerome Bettis, because Jerome wore 36, and this kid can bang it between the tackles.
Come on.
I said it first, and I'm going to be last to this market, too, because Tony Pollard can play. He is not Zeke, but he is a quality NFL running back who could carry the load through the first 3 games.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody
He's-
in the NFL can play.
Look, he's never done it before. Look, when you come out of college and all of a sudden you're playing for the Dallas Cowboys and you expect to fill Ezekiel Elliott's shoes for, let's say, 3 weeks, that is a hard field.
And he's never carried the ball more than double digits in two games.
That
twice.
was Memphis's fault.
And that was his
And by
fault.
the way, that kept him really fresh, right? He's not beat up.
Maybe the coaches know something we didn't.
Yeah. Well, you can speculate all you
Now,
want to speculate.
well, you
I'm eye testing what I saw. This kid flashed off my TV screen in the 2 games I watched Memphis play. I said, that kid.
Did he
can
flash
play.
like Zeke?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, that's
Well,
it.
he wasn't doing Zeke stuff.
Okay,
Well,
then.
it goes to show you that they need Zeke. I've been saying this from
Well,
day one.
obviously.
They
And
need it.
Jerry
They
says
will get it done.
Yes,
Like,
they're going
and
to get it done next week.
You said it. You said it. Jerry is a player's. He loves his players. He really does. He loves his players, like you say, to a fault, and that's a good thing
More
for
than, he loves more than
players.
Ben Franklin? More than Grant?
Well, you know what? Jerry's gonna
More than Solomon P. Chase?
I think this is how Jerry looks at it. With Zeke, if they win, he's gonna make more money. And even without Zeke, if the Cowboys go 6-10, that hurts the Cowboy brand. That really does.
Nothing hurts the Cowboys brand.
That hurts.
They've been losing more than winning for 23 years, and they're still the most valuable sports team in all the world. So nothing can hurt that brand.
But imagine if they win. When you win,
I can't imagine that. My mind won't let me
go that far.
Nope.
Okay.
Shannon,
what?
You have become a puppet on Jerry's strings. He's just negotiating now. He goes good cop, then he goes bad cop, and Shannon goes way up here, and then he goes way down here.
See, he wanted Zeke to come to camp because see what Jerry and Steven does. They try to cut the agent out. So they work directly. You know, we can get this deal done now. You know.
Well, that's all.
Jerry,
Shannon, this is actually a good thing for the player.
No.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Does Jerry Jones have a lawyer? Did he do this deal, this stadium deal, directly with AT&T, or did he let his lawyers handle it?
Well, I mean, he does a lot of the negotiations with players.
No, I thought the players.
No, he didn't say it. That's not the question.
I said, did he do the deal with Pepsi? Did he do the deal with AT&T?
I don't know. What's that have to do with the deal with the player?
Because he has an agent, he has an attorney that works in the best interest of Jerry Jones. Okay. So I got an agent that works in the best interest because his thing is, Skip, you know, when I'm with a big bank, take little bank.
Yeah.
See, Jerry they're gonna put clauses and stuff in there that I don't really understand.
Yeah.
And see, players don't understand that the cap's gonna go up about 10 to 12% every year. And so what looks good right now gonna be trash in a year or two. So that's why you're gonna keep on rocking. Rocky said, I'm gonna keep you right here with me, Zeke.
I told you what would have happened. Zeke would have gotten a little more, a lot sooner if he had buddied up to Jerry the first day of training camp. Trust me.
You know my grandpa used to say, boy, all my buddies run rabbits and howl at the moon.
I heard that.
So what my buddies are? Dogs. And so like, Jerry ain't no buddy of mine.
We're never going to know if that would have worked out better.
You just called Jerry a dog.
No, I said, that's what I said. I said, all my buddies.
All his buddies.
Enough, Zeke, for now, because Saquon Barkley, he's been talking lately as he becomes the best running back in football. ED is going to stick around. He'll help us with this next one. Stay with us.